welcome to the channel. Have you ever laid awake wondering if she's thinking about you too? Today we're diving into clear, psychology-backed signs that a woman has you on her mind all night long. From subtle clues to emotional giveaways, this video will break it all down so you know exactly what to look for. Let's get started. Segment 1. Texting you first thing in the morning. When a woman wakes up and the first thing she does is send you a message, that's a huge clue. It means you've occupied her thoughts through the night and into the morning. Her mind wandered to you before sleep, and you're the first person she wants to reach out to when she wakes. These messages might be sweet, casual, or just a simple good morning, but the timing reveals everything. It's less about what she says and more about when she says it. If this becomes a pattern, it's safe to say you've got a late-night residence in her mind. Don't ignore the subtle affection in her consistency. It speaks volumes. Segment 2. Her social media behavior changes. Pay attention to her activity online. If she suddenly starts liking your older posts, commenting more frequently, or viewing your stories immediately after they're posted, she's likely thinking about you more than usual. These subtle digital breadcrumbs are her way of staying connected without directly reaching out. She may also post stories or statuses that indirectly relate to your recent conversations, almost as if she wants you to notice and respond. The algorithm doesn't lie, and neither do patterns. A woman who's constantly hovering around your digital presence at odd hours might be doing more than just scrolling. She's reminiscing, hoping you'll pick up on it. Segment 3. She mentions you in random conversations. Ever find her casually bringing you up in conversations that don't even relate to you? That's not an accident. If you're on her mind, your name will find its way into stories, jokes, or even small talk with friends. She might say, your name mentioned something similar, or that reminds me of when we talked about. It's a subconscious sign of emotional attachment. When thoughts of you dominate her internal dialogue, they spill out in everyday chatter. Even if she's trying to play it cool, her words will betray her thoughts. Pay attention to the frequency and context. It's not just talk, it's emotional leakage. Segment 4. She gets emotionally reactive. If she's overly sensitive or reactive to your actions, like taking too long to reply or joking about something serious, there's a good chance she's emotionally invested. Emotional reactivity, especially out of proportion to the situation, indicates deeper feelings. When someone thinks about you all night, they're emotionally charged. A short message, missed call, or ambiguous reply can feel like a big deal. This emotional investment shows she's not just casually chatting, she's feeling. Whether it's jealousy, confusion, or frustration, these reactions hint at her inner dialogue and expectations. So if you notice mood shifts tied directly to your interactions, that's not coincidence. It's connection. Segment 5. She remembers tiny details. One of the strongest signs that a woman's been thinking about you is her memory. If she recalls small things you've mentioned, like your favorite snack, an old injury, a childhood story, or your dog's name, she's been replaying your conversations in her mind. This isn't just politeness, it's a sign of mental investment. She may bring these details up unexpectedly, at moments that seem random to you but are meaningful to her. These little callbacks are her way of saying, I hear you, I value what you share. It's subtle but incredibly telling. People don't retain what doesn't matter to them, and you clearly do. Segment 6. Late night messages or activity. Midnight texts are always revealing. If she sends you a message late at night, especially without any prompt, she's definitely been thinking about you. Whether it's a meme, a can't sleep confession, or just, hey, you up? Her guard is lower and her feelings are closer to the surface. The night has a way of making people reflective, vulnerable, and honest. When she reaches out during this time, it's not random, it's emotional impulse. Even if she's not directly expressing her feelings, the timing reveals everything. She's lying in bed, thinking of you, and unable to resist the urge to connect. Segment 7. She mirrors your language and energy. Mirroring is a classic psychological sign of emotional alignment. If you notice that she starts using your favorite phrases, emojis, texting rhythm, or even mimics your sense of humor, she's subconsciously syncing with you. It's a subtle but powerful indicator of interest. When someone thinks about you constantly, they begin to become a little like you. Her language choices, tone, and even typing style can shift to match yours. This isn't manipulation, it's emotional blending. The more she resonates with your presence, the more she'll reflect it in her communication style. If she's doing this consistently, you're on her mind far more than you think. Segment 8. She asks deep or intimate questions. If she suddenly shifts from small talk to deep, personal questions about your childhood, your fears, your dreams, she's emotionally curious. Women don't usually dive into vulnerability unless they feel safe and invested. If she's lying in bed, wondering about your inner world, she'll try to open that door. These questions are rarely random. They stem from a desire to feel close to you, to bridge emotional gaps. And if she follows up on previous conversations or expresses genuine interest in your answers, that's a huge giveaway. People don't stay curious about things they aren't emotionally attached to. Segment 9. She daydreams or zones out often. Have you ever caught her zoning out mid-conversation or gazing at nothing with a soft smile? That's a possible sign she's mentally replaying a memory involving you. When a woman thinks about you all night, it spills into her daytime focus. Her mind drifts, not out of boredom but reflection. If she admits to daydreaming about future plans, inside jokes, or moments you shared, she's revealing more than she realizes. Mental fixation has physical consequences. A distracted glance or sudden smile might just be a replay of your last sweet moment together. Watch her expressions. They often speak the truth before her words do. Segment 10. She shows up where you are. Coincidences aren't always accidental. If she starts appearing at your usual hangouts, joins events you mentioned, or takes sudden interest in your hobbies, she's aligning her world with yours. It's a sign she wants proximity, both physical and emotional. These aren't stalker vibes, but subtle maneuvers to stay close. She's likely thinking, maybe I'll run into him, or this will give us something to talk about. These alignments are effort in disguise. It's about creating shared moments organically so it doesn't feel forced. When she adjusts her schedule to fit yours, know that she's doing it with intent. And yes, probably after long nights of thinking about you. Segment 11. Her friends know about you. When a woman's been thinking about you all night, you won't just be in her thoughts, you'll be in her conversations. Her friends will know your name, your stories, and possibly even the messages you've exchanged. If you meet her friends and they already seem familiar with you, that's a clear sign. Women often process emotions and thoughts with their inner circle. So if you're on her mind at 3 a.m., her best friend probably heard about it at 9 a.m. the next day. Don't underestimate the power of secondhand signs. You may not hear it from her, but her tribe speaks volumes. Segment 12. She finds reasons to talk again. Maybe your last message wrapped things up nicely, but somehow she finds a way to restart the conversation. I just remembered something, or did you watch that thing we talked about? These aren't random, they're crafted continuations. A woman who's been lying awake, replaying your chats, doesn't want the thread to end, so she creates new ones. These moments may seem small, but they're deliberate. The desire to continue the emotional connection, even with flimsy reasons, is a powerful indicator. If she keeps opening doors to communication, even when it's unnecessary, it's because her mind can't let go of you. Segment 13. She gets nervous around you suddenly. Emotional tension shows up as physical tension. If she's usually confident but suddenly acts shy, fidgety, or overly aware of herself around you, something has shifted. Women who think about someone all night may become more emotionally exposed the next day. Their subconscious thoughts transform into butterflies, blushes, and awkward laughter. You may notice her adjusting her hair, fixing her clothes, or stumbling over words, especially if she wasn't like that before. These aren't just signs of attraction, but signs of emotional preoccupation. Her mind's been running scenarios and scripts, and now she's face to face with the real thing, you. Segment 14. She just tells you. And sometimes the biggest sign is the simplest one. She tells you. Maybe not directly, but in subtle, emotionally revealing ways. She might say, I was thinking about that thing you said last night, or you popped into my head out of nowhere. These are admissions disguised as casual comments. But the truth is, she's thought about you enough to verbalize it. When a woman shares that she's been thinking about you, even lightly, it's a strong emotional confession. Most people guard those thoughts unless they feel safe. If she's open about it, trust that it comes from deep feelings that didn't form overnight. Conclusion. So, there you have it, 14 signs that a woman has been thinking about you all night. These aren't just romantic cues, they're windows into her emotional world. When you recognize these signs, approach them with understanding, not assumption. Connection is a two-way street, and awareness can lead to something meaningful. If you notice these behaviors, chances are you're not just in her head, you're in her heart too. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into relationships, communication, and connection. What signs have you noticed before? Drop your thoughts below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, take care and keep connecting deeply.